Just Facebook tagging. There we go. What's that?
$98. A dumbbell set from 5 to 50 pounds.
Treat yourself.
I mean, it's normally like $300, $400.
I think you need to treat Brian. How they can treat yourself, man. Can you put a price on your health and happiness? Guess you can. What's the second gym?
Southern Oaks.
Okay. Do you use them?
I've not yet used Southern Oaks. I just got that one started. In fact, the application hasn't even been approved yet, but it's in trade for advertising. I'm not paying for it.
There you go, man. So, starting a little watch party. Let me turn this on mute. Do a mic check and get this thing kicked off a little early. Let's do a mic check if you don't mind. Check, check, check. Oh, I can hear me. Check, 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 check. Pure energy. If I was going to do a dance routine, it'd be CNC Music Factory. Little CNC Music Factory.
Gonna make you sweat?
Yep.
Just like in old school?
Yep. I'd wear the suit that he wore, have the big giant watch that he checks out. CNC Music Factory. Yeah. Or Hammer Time. MC Hammer.
You can't touch this.
No, it's more too legit.
Okay.
We got to pray.
From the third album. Well, that's two different albums.
I know. I celebrate MC Hammer's entire catalog of music. So if you're tuning in on Facebook, we're going to be kicking this thing off in about a couple of seconds. We've got some great guests today. We got Mary Bird Perkins talking about some events, some virtual events they got coming up. We've got Corey Wilson from BREC catching us up on how BREC is opening back up and what's going on. We've got Genevieve Silverman from Nexus, Louisiana / Louisiana Tech Park talking about a very, very, very moving. Mary Bird's not picking up? Oh, that's not good. Hold on. Let me text him. Please pick up your phone. You are going to voicemail. And then lastly, we have Loren, Shanklin, and Alicia Sosa from Smith Shanklin Sosa Law Firm. So we're going to be talking about some businesses that are doing some stuff for the community. We're going to talk about BREC. I'm excited about having Mary Bird on because Mary Bird, you know, the pivoting from in-person events and fundraising to what they're doing now, very interesting. A lot of people are doing virtual dance-offs right now, Brian. A lot of people are doing virtual dance-offs.
Virtual dance-off?
Yeah, that's like how they're raising money. So, like, you film yourself doing dance moves on Facebook. You know, I don't know.
All right, I'm down.
People will do things for money. That's all I'm going to say. They'll do things for money.
You ready to roll?
Let's kick this pig. Let's do it.
Stand by.
Play the music, too. I want to hear I like hearing the music. It gets me motivated. All right, welcome to another episode of the Geaux Rouge Radio Show. Episode 32. This is your host, Franz Borkart. We have Brian Haldane on Master Controls. If you're listening on Facebook Live or if you're listening on Saturday at noon, welcome to the show. We've got a great lineup today. We've got Mary Bird Perkins. We've got BREC. We've got Nexus Louisiana / Louisiana Tech Park. I call them Louisiana Tech Park. And then we've got, in the second segment, wrapping it all up, we've got some ladies from Smith, Shanklin, Sosa Law Firm. A couple of things before we jump to it. For more information about the Geaux Rouge show, go to www.geauxrouge.com. You can watch all our past episodes on the website. You can also go to the Talk 107.3 website as well. For show topics, if you want to be on the show or you have somebody you want me to showcase, email me at info@geauxrouge.com. And lastly, we're all over the place on social media, so feel free to follow and like along. So the Geaux Rouge show is brought to you by the following sponsors. We have Sullivan's Steakhouse. By the way, guys, if you're looking for a good Father's Day venue, they will be open on Father's Day. Full menu will be in effect. I talked to them today. They're also going to be giving you a discount on some gift cards, or e-gift cards, and then they're going to be doing their 5 for 5 thing. So I highly recommend taking that special dad of yours to Sullivan's Steakhouse. Other sponsors include the Borkart Law Firm, Louisiana Tech Park, BREC Parks, and the Smith Shanklin Sosa Law Firm. We're going to be having some of our sponsors as guests today. We've got BREC and the Smith Shanklin Sosa Law Firm coming on. But let's kick things off. Let's kick things off with the wonderful Chrissy and Allison from Mary Bird Perkins. Hey, ladies, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
So
Hi,
it's fair to say that I haven't seen you guys in quite some time. In fact, it was the Wingamania event the last time I saw you ladies. How are things going?
Yes, right before
COVID.
Everything kind of changed. We're doing well. How about you guys?
So Geaux Rouge is trudging along. We're on episode 32. It's funny. I thought about you guys yesterday because normally, for those who are listening out there in either Facebook or on the radio, normally I do a lot of fundraising events with Mary Bird Perkins. And so I was asking me, hey, are you going to still do your Wingamania event, with everything that's going on? And I was like, maybe a virtual chicken wing event. I don't know. So I have you guys on today because you guys have adapted. You're doing some cool stuff to still fundraise for your very worthy cause in this COVID-19 climate. So you got something coming up that I need to talk to you guys about. What's shaking on the agenda?
There's lots shaking.
I like it.
Mary Bird, we're talking about virtual events. We're excited to tell you about a virtual event we have coming up, and also some of the amazing things that Mary Bird has been able to do to help our patients and healthcare workers during this trying time during the COVID.
Well, let's start with what you guys have been doing to help patients first. How did Mary Bird Perkins address the needs of their patients when this pandemic started?
Well, so as you know, COVID-19 affected all of our community in lots of different ways, but cancer didn't stop, and the cancer care that our patients required didn't stop. So we quickly adapted at the Cancer Center, making sure that none of that care was put on hold. And we also set up the One Community, One Goal Fund, which allowed us to provide financial assistance for our patient navigation teams, nutritional supplements, transportational support, anything that we could do, again, to continue all the care and services that we provide for our patients.
That's awesome.
And the community has been very generous in donating to this fund, and it is still open and available if people would like to donate. It's marybird.org/one community, one goal. And like we said, we appreciate all the support from the community. So help me out.
If I donate to this fund, break down a little bit more specifically, where does that fund go? You went through the list, but if you can give it to me a little bit more, guys, I'm a little slow. Where does that money go? How does that help people?
It's just to elaborate a little bit more on what Allison said. We want to make sure that the needs of our patients aren't stopped through these trying times, and also many of our doctors, nurses, and healthcare workers, making sure that they get the needs, babysitters, anything that can help them get back to work. So whether it's making sure our patients have gas cards to get to and from the cancer center, or if they have a cancer that prevents them from digesting food normally and they need nutritional supplements, we try to always meet the patients where they are and provide supportive services when we quickly realize that in addition to the normal things cancer patients might feel, with the added stress of this COVID-19 pandemic, there may be more needs that arose. So we didn't want to have to be able to tell anyone no or have anyone not be able to get the services provided at any time.
One of the things I love about Mary Bird Perkins is you guys are incredibly thoughtful. And when you're viewing the needs of your patients, it's not just the medical needs, it's the collateral needs that they may need. So I'm glad you guys are raising money for that. Again, if they want to donate, where would they go, Chrissy?
marybird.org /one community, one goal.
Love it. All right. So the other reason I had you ladies on, we have about 5 minutes to talk about a virtual party you guys are planning. I say party. Yeah. I mean, that's a fair statement, right? It's a party.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a party.
All right. Tell me about it. What you guys got coming up?
Okay, so just really quickly about in 2018, one of our awesome doctors, Dr. John Lyons, had this great idea to put on a concert at the Varsity that featured bands with local physicians. So in 2018, he kicked it off with one heck of a party at the Varsity, and funds were raised for melanoma awareness through Mary Bird. Fast forward to 2020, he wanted to keep that energy and that vibe going, and decided that this year he wanted to raise money for, again, that one community, one goal to help patients and healthcare workers through Mary Bird Perkins. So given the situation, not wanting to pack 400 people into the Varsity in July, we are going virtual. So July 23rd, get your drink, get your family, circle around the computer, go to the Rock for Spots Facebook page, and get ready to dance it out and party.
Say that Facebook page again, please.
It's the facebook.com/rock4spot.
Okay. So if I attend this event, what should I expect to see in my virtual attendance?
You can expect to see a lot of things, Franz. It's going to be nice. I'm sure one of your friends, one of Mary Bird's longtime friends, Chad Stabity, is going to be the MC of the show. We are going to have music from the Fret Medics, the V-Tones, Blueverse, and new this year, the Cupcake Strippers. So
I'm sorry, I got to say that the Cupcake Strippers.
Heard me.
So
you heard that correctly.
So Siri, my watch Siri said just now, you couldn't hear it, or maybe you did. It's all good. I don't know what that means. So okay. Let's say this in the time we have remaining. Thank you guys for still putting this event on in this new format. Your ability to adapt is going to help a lot of people. In a day and age where it's easy to just look at people and say, hey, we're just going to delay or not do something. The ability to say, you know what, we're going to be creative. We're going to be different. We're going to maybe be a little disruptive, and we're going to do this thing instead of just saying we aren't. Do y'all have a fundraising goal for this?
Yeah, we're trying to raise $10,000.
Awesome. No doubt you're going to raise that. No doubt.
Yeah, and people can make donations directly through the Facebook page. The website is rockforspots.org. So come get ready to rock with us.
So if you're listening out there on Facebook, or if you're listening on the radio, I highly recommend you attend this virtual event. It's fun. You can make it a family event. You can socially distance with some friends. Again, we're listening to Chrissy and Allison from Mary Bird Perkins. We got about a minute left, ladies. Anything else we need to talk about before I wish you a happy day?
We just want to thank you again, Franz. We are beyond grateful for your support and always supporting Mary Bird through events and time like this to share with your listeners. So we are just so thankful and appreciate you having us on today.
Well, you guys got it. You guys make it easy to support. Cancer sucks enough as it is, but to do things that are fun, that really are thoughtful towards the needs of your patients, it's an amazing thing. So you will definitely be back on. We've been talking to Chrissy Dupuy and Allison Hubbard from Mary Bird Perkins. Definitely check out their virtual event. Ladies, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Ron. Thanks,
All right, guys. So our second guest, by the way, Brian, virtual concert. I'm digging this virtual concert thing.
That's been the wave, man. That's been a couple of folks getting their music out that way.
I kind of like it, right? It helps the musicians out. It helps the bands out. You know, it gives us culture, if only virtually. So, our next guest on the Geaux Rouge show, kind of a big deal, Corey Wilson from BREC. BREC's one of our major sponsors, so I'm excited to finally have Corey on. BREC's opened back up. Corey, you there?
Yes, I am.
Man, how are you doing?
I'm doing great this morning. How are you?
I am thankful, and I'll tell you why, Corey. BREC has supported the Geaux Rouge show from day one, so it is awesome to have you on here to talk a little bit about what BREC is doing these days and how people can enjoy the services that you guys offer. I don't know if Corey remembers this or not, but a long time ago, not a very long time ago, maybe a couple of months ago, I was actually on the BREC Finance Advisory Committee. I resigned when I started the show, but I have loved working with BREC. I have loved with all the stuff BREC's doing. So let's jump in, Corey. What's been going on with BREC, and how have you guys been adjusting to meet the needs of a COVID-19 community?
Yeah, well, you know, we're not unlike anyone else in that we are navigating our way through a global pandemic,
right,
as best we can. And yesterday marked the second week of phase 2 for
right.
us, and so, you know, when the pandemic initially hit and the governor announced on Friday, March 13th, that all schools would be closing, we actually had a meeting that Friday and talked, and by Monday we had decided that we were closing pretty much everything, with the exception of our trails and open spaces. And so we did that, and about a week later, the governor issued an order to close, you know, zoos and indoor recreation facilities and all those sort of things. And so we were a week ahead on that, just trying to be safe as possible.
Right.
We were fortunate that you know, a lot of our assets are open spaces, parks, green spaces. Very fortunate that both the CDC as well as the governor recognized the fact that outdoor activity is an essential activity. It's right up there with getting food and medicine, because just like food and medicine, outdoor activity, tremendous benefits both physically and mentally. And so we have seen a tremendous increase in people walking, biking, using those outdoor activities. And so very excited about that. And as I mentioned, last week we started phase 2, which we started with virtual camps and then moved to face-to-face camps.
Right.
And so with limited number of camps, but fortunate enough we're able to provide that services to the parents that need them, and we're doing so in a safe manner as possible. You know, we believe we can open certain things and do it in a safe way. So just trying to balance those things like everyone else in the world, I imagine.
So I was a kid that grew up going to City Park camp in the summer. I'm a product of BREC summer camp programs, and I got to tell you, I got a lot out of it. I am glad that you guys have positioned yourself to continue to do those camps. If we were highlighting some of the major BREC opportunities for community members to enjoy right now, my wife told me that the zoo is back open. She gently nudged me and said, "Hey, the zoo's back open. Take the boy." I have a 4-year-old, Corey. So highlight some of those things. If people are kind of cautious and like not sure what's open and what's not open, can you highlight some of the BREC facilities that they can enjoy?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, the most visited family attraction here in Baton Rouge, or really in East Baton Rouge Parish, is the Baton Rouge Zoo. And,
awesome.
And this year we marked 50 years of being open. We opened 50 years ago on Easter and had big plans for a big 50-year anniversary on Easter, but the pandemic and COVID-19 shut that down.
Right.
With phase 1, we were able to open the zoo on a limited basis.
Cool.
And folks have been coming in droves, I tell you. It really speaks to the level of customer service that the staff is providing there to make folks feel comfortable and welcoming, and that's really what we're doing. And I would encourage everyone to get out there this year because, starting later this year, we're going to be tearing stuff up and building a whole new zoo. So
I like it.
I would encourage everyone to capture their images as the zoo stands right now, because a year from now, and certainly 2 years from now, and absolutely 5 years from now, you will not recognize our zoo. And so that's one thing I encourage. But again, we have several conservation areas. Frenchtown Road conservation areas, just a beautiful place where the Co-Meet and the A-Meet rivers meet. Some beautiful walking trails there. We also have Blackwater, several conservation areas that I would encourage folks to get out and take a walk through the woods. As it gets hotter, you're going to need some shade, so I would encourage you to get out there. But our tennis centers are now open. You can reserve a court or reserve some lessons at our tennis centers. Our golf courses have continued to thrive at a very high level, even more so than last year. So the guys are doing a great job of maintaining the courses there. We were closed for about a month and allowed us to sort of rearrange some stuff and put up some face shields and all those sort of things like that to be able to open safely. And so we are now open at all of our golf courses, and they are also seeing increased levels of activity. And for those who are uncomfortable of getting out of the house, we have a lot of virtual opportunities. I believe last time I checked, close to 60 videos online, different interactive activities to keep folks engaged, and some behind-the-scenes stuff at the zoo. So I encourage you to go to our webpage and enjoy yourself there as well. But we have a lot going on, as you can see.
So I got messaged while you were talking about the Frenchtown Road. I got messaged from a listener asking if they wanted to get more information about hiking opportunities. Ask Corey where they would go. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to let you have the spotlight on this, Corey. If I wanted to get more information on hiking opportunities, outdoor opportunities, where would I go? What's the website?
And so our website is www.BREC, B as in boy, R as in recreation, E as in East Baton Rouge, and C as in Corey, www.BREC.org.
Awesome.
And you'll find all of our opportunities listed there, including our conservation and hiking trails. It lists all those parks that are open, that have those hiking opportunities available. Another thing we're very excited about, in addition to greenways, we're also working on blueways. And so we have a kayak launch or a canoe launch out at Highland Road where you can take your kayak there. We're working on implementing one at Manshack Park. And then in the near future, we hope to have one at Airline Highway as well. And so not only can you walk from place to place, but you'll be able to kayak from park to park here in the near future. And so we do understand that the benefits of getting outdoors and being active, so we want to encourage everyone to take a look at our website and see everything we have to offer there.
So, Corey, I have a goal. I'm trying to, because I'm not the healthiest of human beings. I've lost some weight, but I have a goal. And my goal is to do one BREC facility, one BREC experience a month. And it's probably going to be more than one, but essentially do something I haven't done before. And I'm going to talk to Cheryl about it. I'm going to make like a passport where I can do the individual experiences, and then maybe do a write-up on what to do, what not to do, like to take your bug spray to this place, or make sure you pack some water if you're going to do,
Right.
but you guys have so much good stuff going on. And look, Corey, I appreciate you coming on today. Anything else you want to tell the listeners before I let you get back to your busy schedule?
No, I just want to thank everyone for their continued support of BREC. As we try and balance remaining safe and inside and physically distanced as we manage COVID, but also as we try and provide recreational opportunities. It's a delicate balance, something we've never had to do before. And so I certainly appreciate the public being understanding. I've read articles and keeping up with the industry where they have different city managers and park professionals who are getting fired for opening something or closing something too fast. And our community has been really great in just working with us. And even if something wasn't open that they wanted open, they sort of understood and so have allowed us to navigate this as best as possible. So we just appreciate the continued support, and we'll keep doing everything we can in our power to serve this community to the best of our ability.
Corey, thank you for everything you're doing with BREC. Definitely a tough gig right now, but you're doing an exceptional job. And thank you and BREC for supporting the Geaux Rouge show. Corey Wilson from BREC. We'll definitely have you on again, Corey. Have a great day.
All right, you do the same. Thanks for having me.
All right. So before we hit the break, remember, www.geauxrouge.com for everything Geaux Rouge. Stick around for our second segment. We're going to have Genevieve Silverman from Nexus, Louisiana, and Loren and Alicia from the Smith, Shanklin, Sosa law firm. You're listening to the Geaux Rouge Show with Franz Borchardt. Stick around. We'll be right back. Awesome. Dude, I'm serious about this BREC Park, passport thing. I want to start doing stuff that I take for granted in Baton Rouge. We have the Bluebonnet Swamp tour. We've got, we have disc golf. Did you know that we had disc golf here?
Yes.
I mean, y'all are looking at Chuck. Chuck's like, really, Franz? We got two of them.
Yeah.
Where's the second spot? I know where the first spot.
City Park and Highland Road.
City Park has a disc golf? Oh, man.
There's one out by the zoo as well.
Disc golf is fun.
Greenwood, right?
I mean, I suck at disc golf. I suck at disc golf like I suck at golf. But it's fun, right? It's not like, for some reason, it doesn't have the same physical exertion as golf does. Maybe it does. It's the same holes, right? I mean, it's I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm lost. No, but I want to start doing hiking. I want to start doing some outdoor stuff. I hear that sunlight is a good vitamin source. Is it vitamin D?
It is.
Yeah, vitamin D. Yeah.
Which fights COVID, by the way.
Oh, it does?
Allegedly.
Oh, goodness. So we have Genevieve Silverman from Nexus, Louisiana, and Louisiana Tech Park in our second segment. So Tech Park is a business incubation service, and they got some great businesses there. They did some really cool stuff during the protest that I really want to talk about. And lest you think that law firms just do law, we're going to have Loren and Alicia from the Smith Shanklin law firm on in the second segment. Great supporters of the Geaux Rouge show. Talk about some of the things they did during COVID-19 and some of the things they're doing for the community. Randy Haddad texted me, the zoo run is August 22nd. Randy, we'll make sure that we have you on before August 22nd to come talk about the zoo run.
And Randy, I want you on the morning show and the midday show as well. You already know that.
Yeah, Randy.
That
Haldane stuff too.
I mean, if he's watching, why not?
I love Randy. Randy and I met when he was working with Mary Bird Perkins.
Okay.
And so I maintained my friendship with him when he went over to the zoo. I'm excited about the zoo. I'm excited about what's going to be happening at the zoo. But enough about what I'm excited about. Whenever you're ready, Brian, we can kick the second one off.
Yeah, they made some changes over here, so it takes an extra second.
What music we're going to do today?
I got the Smiths lined up.
I like it.
Okay.
All I do is win, win, win. That's not true at all. In fact, I lose all the time. But it's a good song.
Hey, Genevieve, it's Brian over at Talk 173. How are you? Doing all right? You ready to roll with Franz? All right, going to drop you on hold real quick and we'll start the segment off. Hang tight. Thanks. You ready?
I am so ready. I'm about to explode. In a good way.
Stand by.
All right. Welcome back to the second segment of the Geaux Rouge Show. We're on episode 32, talking to some great folks. The second segment today will be Women in Motion. We've got some great women coming on the show talking about some great initiatives in the city of Baton Rouge. But before we get to those ladies, let's talk about how the Geaux Rouge Show is brought to you. We are brought to you by the following sponsors: BREC Park, Louisiana Tech Park, the Borkart Law Firm, Smith, Shanklin, Sosa Law Office, great personal injury law firm. We're going to have them on the show in this segment. And last but not least, Sullivan's Steakhouse. Again, if you're a daddy and someone's asking you where you want to do Father's Day dinner or lunch, I would recommend Sullivan's. In fact, I've been thinking about those lamb chops they got at Sullivan's, and that might, my 4-year-old doesn't have a credit card, but if he were to take me to dinner or lunch, maybe he could take me and get some lamb chops. That being said, if you want more information about the Geaux Rouge Show, go to www.geauxrouge.com. We post blog posts there. We post social media links there. We also have all our catalog of episodes. All 32 of them will be on the site. So for those of you listening in Facebook world, for those of you on the radio on Saturday, welcome back. Let's start things off with Genevieve Silverman. She runs Nexus Louisiana and by extension the Tech Park. Genevieve, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm blessed today. I've got a lot of my sponsors on today. It coincidentally happened, and I love the fact that Louisiana Technology Park supports the Geaux Rouge Show. How are things going with the Tech Park these days?
Well, we have not slowed down, Franz.
Right.
Actually, the pandemic has been an opportunity for some of our clients, such as Relief Telemed, that does telemedicine, Mastery Prep, that provides online platforms for test prep services. And so we're really engaged with a lot of our clients here at the Tech Parks to help them take advantage of our new, more digital, more online virtual world.
So let me take a step back, Genevieve. For those who don't know, what is Nexus Louisiana or NexusLA, and what is Louisiana Technology Park? What do y'all do?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. So Nexus Louisiana's mission is to accelerate the growth of high potential technology-enabled companies in the state of Louisiana. And the Louisiana Technology Park on Florida Boulevard is our physical facility that serves as a business incubator where startup technology companies can come and be supported by our staff and our facilities, and it's a great place for them to interact with each other as well.
I have been to the facility. I've been to the technology park. It's an amazing little oasis. A lot of good things are happening there. I haven't been since the pandemic, but you guys offer luncheons where it's informative and educational. You guys help. You guys also, one of the things you guys are involved with is Pitch BR, right?
Yes. Pitch BR is our quarterly pitch competition that you've been so generous to MC in the past, and it's a really fun way for entrepreneurs to come together and either pitch their idea or listen to others pitch. And we've got usually a fun panel of judges that gives them feedback in a safe environment. It's not like Shark Tank where they're gonna break you across the coals.
Yeah,
right?
It's not brutal. It's a safe environment. It's fun. It's an excellent networking event. I meet lots of people. As a criminal defense attorney, I don't pick up a lot of clients there, but that's okay. I mean, it's good to network. But that's another conversation for another day. Anyways, so the other reason I have you on today, Genevieve, is besides the fact that you're an amazing person and I love NexusLA and I love the technology part, I want to talk about a Facebook post, a message that you guys posted, I think last week. So when the protesting started for what's going on around the country, you know, a lot of businesses decided and a lot of companies decided, hey, we're just going to stay in our lane. This doesn't affect us, so we're just going to be quiet. You guys didn't do that. You guys took what was going on, and I will only say it like this. You saw it as an opportunity for positive change. And so what did you guys do?
Yeah, so we saw this as an opportunity not just to put out a performative statement, but to talk about the disparity in entrepreneurship. And we wanted our statements to be relevant to what we're doing. And so, you know, our statement pointed out some of the many disparities and inequities in the tech-based entrepreneurship ecosystem, such as the lack of access to capital. Only 1% of funded startup founders in this country are Black. And there's a lack of Black employees at technology firms, especially the larger big tech firms. And so we wanted to talk about how we can help address that problem and how the community can help work together with us and other community partners to address that problem.
So what is NexusLA and Louisiana Technology Park's solution to these problems?
Sure. So through our framework of our mission statement, which is to provide coaching and capital and connections for our technology-enabled businesses, we frame it in the sense that the first issue is awareness. So when we talk about connections, it's about connecting the entrepreneurs and the individuals to the resources and the capital and the peer networks that are needed in order to successfully grow a tech-based business in this region. And a lot of people don't even know that resources such as the Tech Park and NexusLA even exist. And there's so many more free resources in this area, such as SCORE and the Small Business Development Centers. And so one of the things we want to do is highlight that we do have a portal online right now called the Louisiana Entrepreneur Assistance Portal, and we want the community to help spread awareness of that. But we also talked internally and we said, you know, we really don't have a section on that portal or on our website for resources that are tailored towards Black entrepreneurs. And even just through a cursory search that I did, I found the Founders Institute has a really great startup ecosystem canvas that has a ton of resources for Black entrepreneurs, such as online forums, minority entrepreneur support programs, and funders that target minority owners. So we want to highlight awareness and get people connected to the resources that they need.
Well, a resource that's unknown about and never utilized is not really a resource. So it's good that you're doing that, and it's good that you're connecting capital opportunities as well, because most entrepreneurs, when we talk to them, one of the biggest concerns they have is capital and attracting investors. So, okay. So tell me more. I mean, is what else is on the agenda to make a difference?
Yeah, so the second thing we've done is we had launched in 2018 the Apprenti Louisiana program, and it's the first registered IT apprenticeship program in the state of Louisiana. And we've reached out to community partners to try and source women and minorities for this program in particular, because this program provides opportunities for everyone to be trained for a technology role, regardless of your educational background or experience. So if you want to make a career change, or if you've always wanted to get into tech, but maybe you or not able to complete a 4-year degree, this is a great opportunity. We have reached out to some minority-focused entities and entities like the United Way, 100 Black Men, the Walls Project, Metromorphosis, people that are doing the work in the community to help connect people to the program. But we want to get more community partners like that.
Sure.
And we realized also that this is a statewide program, but we've really only connected with those types of partners in the Baton Rouge region. So anyone that can help connect us and spread awareness of that program, that's a great pipeline to get people into the technology field that may not normally have had an opportunity.
So we have about a minute left, Genevieve.
Mm-hmm.
If people want to give you assistance or help, where should they go and who should they talk to?
Yeah, so they should reach out. You can visit our website at NexusLA.org, or you can contact me at Gen at nexus-la.org. And, we'd love to connect anyone to resources, capital, and a diverse workforce in our community. I
am so pleased. First and foremost, I'm pleased that you guys decided to take a stand, to be proactive about helping provide resources to Black entrepreneurs, and to not just be, kind of stay in your lane about it. Second of all, I'm very appreciative of your continuing support of the Geaux Rouge radio show. You guys were one of our founding sponsors, so I would not be able to do the show without your support, your both financial support as well as just the general moral support that you give, Genevieve. Genevieve Silverman from NexusLA, thank you so much for being a guest today. We'll certainly get you back. Tell Connor and Steven and the other kids over there that I said hello, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a non-COVID world very soon.
Sounds great. Thanks so much.
All right, Genevieve, have a good one. Man, oh man, Louisiana Technology Park, great group of people. So our last guest today in this segment of Women in Motion are two of my favorite lawyers from one of my favorite personal injury firms in Baton Rouge, strike that, in Louisiana. And I'm pretty narcissistic when it comes to law firms because I love my own law firm. But these guys are doing things above and beyond being just normal lawyers. We've got Loren and Alicia from the Smith, Shanklin, Sosa law firm. Ladies, how are you guys doing?
You're going to make us blush.
You should be blushing.
We're doing great.
So
you?
I'm excited. So the reason I'm excited is I am very, very protective of my profession, of our profession. And I want to celebrate law firms and lawyers that are being examples of what we should all be, that are, as I put it, lawyering by example. So it only makes sense that you ladies come on the show today to talk a little bit about that, because you guys have been very active in the community. You've been very active in supporting entrepreneurs, and you've been very active during COVID-19. So let's jump on in. Tell me a little bit about what you guys have been up to help give back to the community.
Well, one of the main things we really wanted to focus on were small businesses.
Right.
Because we know that, during, the lockdown, small businesses really suffered a lot during this time. A lot of most small businesses depend on people like us going into them and shopping and whatnot, and that was what wasn't allowed during the lockdown. So we really thought it was important to support these local women-owned small businesses.
I was just about to say that. Yes, you guys didn't just support businesses; you supported female-owned businesses. So, and some of those businesses, like boutiques, some of them were, you tell me, what were give me some examples of some of the businesses you guys were supporting.
Well, we did a couple of boutiques around town, like Simply Chic Boutique, which is off of Highland. We did do, since Easter was during the lockdown, we did Ollie Ollie, which was a children's boutique, and we gave away Easter baskets. So just, local boutiques around town where, we wanted to make sure we were spotlighting the businesses and just letting people know that they could still shop and how they could have access to these boutiques even if they couldn't go inside the stores.
Yeah, and one of the things we learned when we were talking with all of these owners, you know, we did some spas as well, was between where it landed with the lockdown between March and May and June is one of their busiest times, even more so than Christmas, because that's when the wedding season was. Now,
Right.
We all know that the wedding season wasn't happening. Graduations weren't happening. So a lot of the boutiques took a huge hit during that time. But they were, of course, these were very hardworking entrepreneurs who kind of put their foot to the fire and started coming up with new innovative ways to, you know, promote themselves and their businesses, which we just found really inspiring. And I hope that we helped them as much as we could to get their name out and make sure that people were remembering, you know, go shop there instead of Amazon.
Right.
Amazon was taking forever to get you your stuff. I know a lot of people were having trouble with that, but these boutiques were delivering things to your door, you know, and really working super hard. And all these, especially these women, you know, they were having to do homeschool and run a business and do everything. It just very much showed the strength of the female spirit, honestly.
So one of the things you guys also did, which I think bears talking about, is you also used this COVID-19 crisis to provide educational opportunities to local businesses. You guys kind of dug in deep with business interruption and business interruption claims. Talk a little bit about the webinars you guys did.
Yeah, so our other partner, John Smith, he was actually on your show a few
Right.
weeks ago. He did some webinars, and we offered a free policy review for businesses out there to make sure that they are covering all their bases if they had been denied a business interruption claim with their insurance company. So we reviewed different policies and spoke to different organizations, educating them on the potential of a business interruption claim. So that was really important to us. We know that a lot of businesses were suffering, and these insurance companies, you know, they had purchased these insurance policies, and we are hoping to find, you know, some way for them to recover from their insurance company.
So, okay. So just like our last guest, you guys could have just stayed in your lane. You could have just, you know, done the law thing, but you guys go above and beyond. And I want to dig into that a little bit. I want to unwrap that, if you will. Why is it important to you as a law firm to be involved in your community, to be involved in helping entrepreneurs and being involved in helping businesses?
Well, Franz, I'm sure you've dealt with this being a criminal defense attorney. You know, personal injury attorneys kind of get a bad rap, and we understand why. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on TV that people are just sick of personal injury attorneys, but we, you know, we have a passion for what we do. We're not embarrassed about it. We help people every day. It's kind of in our blood. So, you know, we try to find different ways to help people. And I think making sure that the community understands that there's other types of personal injury law firms out there and different choices that they can make is important to us and important to the profession. I mean, we take the legal profession very seriously. We know
Right.
It's taken a few hits and, you know, with different things going on. So we just want to make sure that we're putting out our,
You're part of the
what we're really all
solution.
about.
You're part of the solution. Let's just say it that way. You're not standing on trucks. You're part of the solution. You do good work for your clients. Your reputation speaks much louder than some of the goofiness. And look, what gets under my skin, guys, why I get so upset about this as a lawyer, and I'm sure you guys feel the same way, is people don't separate the good from the bad. They just think that's how all lawyers are, and it's just not true. It's categorically not true. And thank you guys for doing the good stuff you're doing, because you really are serving as an example, an excellent example of what a good civil firm is. Look, we've got about 2 minutes left, ladies. What else is going on with the firm? Anything else we need to talk about?
Yeah, we also want people to know that we're going to start a legal tip on Tuesday or, series on our Facebook page. So if you aren't our friend on Facebook, I ask that you go add us. We'll be giving tips every week, and some of them will be videos. Some of them will just be a quick tip, just things that we actually see on a regular basis, and we just think it'd be important that the public is educated on. So just, it'll be random things, and if there's a specific question that you want us to answer, then you can write us, and we'll be more than happy to obviously write you back and answer that, but also maybe give a tip on it on our Facebook page. So if you want to go to our Facebook and add us as a friend, and also you can check out our website, which is Go to Law, and Go, the Louisiana way, to law.com. And you can see who we are, read about what we do, and you'll just get some basic information about our firm.
Awesome.
And Franz, we want to thank you. I know that, one of our main objectives is to, just focus on our community around Baton Rouge, and you've done such a great job.
Thank you.
We love sponsoring Geaux Rouge, and it's one of our, we love listening to your radio show, and you're really doing a great job getting information out about different nonprofits and people just doing really great things around Baton Rouge, making us really proud.
I appreciate you guys for your support and your sponsorship. Again, we're listening to Alicia and Loren from the Smith Shanklin Sosa law firm. Ladies, y'all have a great day. And look, we are talking, for those listening, we're talking about doing some collaborative webinar work. So you may be seeing the ladies and myself, or maybe even John too, doing some conversations on Zoom live. So, guys, y'all have a good one, and thank you again for all the service you guys are doing for the community.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Thank you.
Good show today, episode 32. Before we head out, www.GoRouge.com. Please go to that site. And by the way, if you didn't know, I'm going to share something with you. If you didn't know, we have a YouTube channel. I don't know if you know this or not. We have a YouTube channel. And the thing that I need you to do is and it's not just for my ego. It's not just my ego that needs followers and likes. I need people to like the page so we can get the word out, right? That sadly, algorithms require attention to get more attention. It's very frustrating. But that being said, it's also my ego. It's also self-absorption. It's character defects I'm working on. Anyways, you've been listening to Franz Borchardt. This is the Geaux Rouge Show. We will definitely be back next week. Special thanks, as always, to Brian Haldane behind Master Controls and the folks from Talk 107.3 for allowing us to have this time together. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. All good, Facebook. Thank you, guys. Sometimes I do these episodes, guys, and it's like, yeah, this was a good one. I feel like this was a good chicken soup for the soul episode. So, you guys stick around. We got Brian Haldane up next. I'm going to talk to Brian for a little bit. I'll do maybe a segment or two with Brian. And then, guys, have a good day.